Hello everyone, it's Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for these first couple days of July 2015, July 1st, July 2nd. For today's reading, I'm going to be using the Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle card deck because that's I have a little time constraint today, so this is a very quick, easy way to get a message because the message is right on the front of the card. But I also felt guided to call on the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck. Both of these are by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what the daily guidance is for the next couple of days. And then we'll find out what goddesses are working with. Okay. So the first card is relationships, and on this card it says, your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you, excuse me, as you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So, and in this image, she's on the unicorn, which is, a Pegasus, which is a symbol of power. And she's kind of coming out of this dark forest into the light. Now, we have a full moon that's been taking place, so it is a time of releasing, and it may be relationship issues or problems that are, confronting you at this time. That may be what you, need to spend some time alone releasing. The other card that came out along with it is acceptance, and it says, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. And this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. So there's clearly work going on here with the relationship to ourselves and others. There may be issues that need to express, forgiveness that needs to take place, and acceptance is more the, as it says, seeing them through the eyes of the angels, which is, seeing their more positive, innocent side. And I'm going to read a little bit from the book about this because I like its message and the way it's expressed. It says, you receive this card to help your relationship with yourself and others. The next time you're tempted to judge yourself or someone else harshly, pray for their health and happiness instead. This more positive route builds self-esteem and harmony and heals relationships. So these cards are so much in sync. This one's, saying to start with our relationship with ourselves. And go from there. And, beware of judgments that we have of ourselves. It's time to let those go and just be who we are, what we are in the now, and appreciate what we have in the now. Accepting ourselves, and from there we can then have more of an acceptance of others. And it's a radiation from the inward outward. It's, if we want to see more peace in the world, we have to start with developing and kindling that peace from within ourselves, and then it affects, all the other things that we encounter outside of that. Okay, it starts to attract more peaceful situations, people, and relationships in our lives. So it's got to be cultivated from within, and that's what these cards are about today. But it starts with, when you find yourself in a negative emotion, or spiraling down into a angry, negative, bitter place, to stop and make a conscious effort to shift and ask for the help and guidance of the angels to do that. God, the angels, Jesus, whoever you call upon. All right, let's see what goddesses are working with us in these next couple of days. So it feels like there's a lot of emotional healing work that's going to be coming up and going on during this time of the full moon. So embrace it. The only way out or to the other side is through it. So sometimes, the universe presents us with these opportunities to really come face to face with our fears, with our even with our feelings, even the uncomfortable ones. We have to face them head on. So it's a time to do that. Let's see. Okay. We have Kali jumping out here with endings and beginnings. And this is a follow-up theme to one we had over the last weekend. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new, that we got from the fairies. This said the old must be released so that the new can enter. And look at the moon right there in the background. Okay? So this is a time where, and maybe in your examination of your relationship with yourself and other people, that there's a time for certain patterns to come to an end. Patterns that don't serve you or anybody else, either because they're not authentic, maybe they're too negative and you need to maybe walk away from something and move into something better or new. Kali can be a very swift and powerful in the way, some of the endings and beginnings come about. It can mean sometimes a very abrupt ending to something. And I'm not saying that to scare you, but just her energy can be very powerful sometimes. But she is a very wise goddess, and you can call upon her for help with releasing and letting go of that which no longer serves you. She'll get right to the heart of it very quickly. So anyways, just know that this is going on and what's taking place. And it's a time really to lean on God, the angels, Jesus, whatever divinity you call upon for help and support, especially if it feels a little emotionally turbulent to you or just very emotional. For those of us who are sensitive, the new moons or the full moons, we do feel their energies a little bit more acutely maybe than some other people. So just notice how it's affecting your energies and take the steps that you need to take care of yourself. Okay? So these are our messages over for the next few days. I look forward to catching up with you again on the weekend. Take care, and I hope you have a lovely middle of the week.